Aquaman stars Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, and it is the sixth movie in the DC Extended Universe, as well as the third solo movie for a DC character in the Extended Universe. There was Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, and now Aquaman. So the DC Extended Universe movies has gotten a lot of mixed reactions ever since they debuted. There's people that absolutely hate these movies, and then there's people that absolutely love those movies. I'm one of the few people that's in the middle of them. I understand why people don't like them, but personally myself, I enjoy most of these movies. The only one I actually agree with all the haters with is Suicide Squad. I'm going to be doing a whole ranking video, so I'll get into why I don't like Suicide Squad. But the rest of them, I personally don't think they're as bad as everyone makes them out to be. So I was still really excited to see this movie because it's a DC movie, but also because I really liked Jason Momoa as Aquaman in Justice League. I thought he was one of the best parts of the movie, and I was really excited to see what he could do in a solo Aquaman movie. And I really, really like this movie. For me, I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but this is the most fun I've had with a DC movie. It's probably my favorite of all the DC Extended Universe movies. Is it the best one when it comes to like technical filmmaking standards? Probably no. I'd say that one would still be reserved for Wonder Woman. But as my personal favorite, I would definitely say Aquaman is my favorite. It's fun, it's campy, it's cheesy, it's over the top. This movie was everything I wanted it to be, basically, is what I'm saying. So let's start with Jason Momoa first. He's fantastic in this movie. I was so happy seeing him in this movie. Like I said earlier, he was one of my favorite parts of Justice League, and he killed it in this movie. I hope he stays on as this character for a long time. Like, as long as they keep making these movies, I'm hoping he stays on as Aquaman, because I can't imagine anyone else playing this character. All the characters overall are good. Amber Heard is fantastic as Princess Mira. I don't know much about these characters. I was never really that into Aquaman as a kid, so I'm just going off of what the movie showed. And what the movie showed are pretty cool characters. I really, really dug these characters. I was also looking forward to see how James Wan would handle the action scenes, because James Wan, he's mainly known for horror nowadays. He's one of the best horror directors, if not the best horror director working today. So it was an interesting choice having him direct this movie. And the action scenes, for the most part, were really good. There were a few times where the camera got a little shaky, but it wasn't distracting. It wasn't like Michael Bay level distracting. It happened a little bit, and I hate shaky cam, but I was okay with it in this movie because, like I said, it wasn't distracting. All the action stuff's really good. That does go into a negative, though, that I have with this movie. The CGI for the action scenes and just overall could have been improved on. It's not terrible CGI, but it is really, really noticeable and sometimes really distracting CGI. And, you know, you need CGI for these types of movies. I'm not saying make everything practical. That'd be impossible for an Aquaman movie. But I felt like they could have worked on the CGI just a little bit more because it did stand out and looked bad in a few parts. There's also a subplot with a certain character. I'm not going to get into who the character is. He's probably more known in the comics, but like I said, I didn't read the comics, so I don't know anything about this character. Some fans will probably think it's really cool that he's in the movie, but for me, it just felt like it wasn't needed for me. It kind of slowed down when we kept going back to this character, and in the end, it just felt like, again, for me, it felt like he was just there to set up Aquaman 2, or to set up a new character for the DC universe. Like I said, Aquaman fans will probably be happy to see this character in the movie, but for me, I could have done without it. And really quickly, my last negative, the first 10 to 15 minutes, roughly around that time period, was very slow paced. I felt like it could have been sped up a little bit or done a little differently. I don't know. I know it's something you need in the movie to understand Aquaman himself, and I get that. It was just a little slow paced, and when we finally get to Aquaman as an adult, then the movie takes off for me, and I loved it from there on out. So those are really my only issues with the movie, but for me, those issues are resolved for this over-the-top movie that we get. This movie was great when it came to that. It knew exactly what it was, and I'm glad this movie didn't take itself seriously. I like serious comic book movies, but with this type of character, it would have been stupid and it would have been forced and it would have been really, really bad if they took it in a dark, serious, gritty direction, like they did with Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad. But they didn't do that. It's bright and colorful, it's funny, it's over the top. There's a freaking octopus playing the drums in one part in the movie, and I was just like, yes, that's what I want in this movie. This movie delivered for me. I'm really happy to say that I'll say it. I love this movie. I really do. Is it a perfect movie? No. Is it the best DC Extended Universe movie? No, but it's my personal favorite. I had a blast with this movie, and I can't wait to watch it again. I'm going to give Aquaman 4 stars. I really hope this movie does well and we get more Aquaman movies like this, because I think this is a breath of fresh air for the DC Extended Universe. I know that's weird to say, considering people like the dark tone that these movies are creating, but like I said earlier, it was refreshing to see a movie in the DC Universe that's just having fun, that's bright, colorful, knows what it is, and it's just fun. If you want to see this movie but you're skeptical about it, go check it out. So if you've guys seen Aquaman, let me know what you thought about it in the comments section. And what's your favorite DC Extended Universe movie thus far? Whatever your thoughts on it, let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, click right here. And I'll see you guys next time.